Can you comment on the relationship between climate change, economic inequality, and migration, and the gaps in existing international instruments? What should the international community do to fill these gaps in the years, ahead as we see, especially a change when it comes to climate, and we see the increase undocumented migrants and displaced peoples. Maybe you can comment on that.
So climate change is definitely a huge gap in the current human rights legislation because, as I mentioned earlier, the Refugee Convention does not recognize climate refugees. It doesn't recognize people being displaced for climate reasons. The guidelines on internal displacement do, but again, those are for citizens who would already have the right to be in those countries anyway. So this is a huge gap, and I believe that we had a missed opportunity in the Global Compact on Refugees. This was a time in which the international community could have come together and could have decided to include climate as part of the issues, but it was not addressed. And I think that the reason why is because countries are worried about the number of people who will then have claims to come to Canada and other places on the basis of widening a definition of protection in this context. But climate change is here. It's real. We see you're in BC. I mean, we just saw the scenes that are happening there. And we're affected in Canada, especially Indigenous communities, but we also will be affected by people who are fleeing this displacement elsewhere. And I think that we need to seriously come up with some kind of plan globally, but also nationally to address it.